flood market of Michigan.
And this is just a deeper look at that. As I said, pay attention to the address, pay attention to the structure, and what flood zone it is. So someone may do a letter of map amendment and you see AE in here. This means the flood zone didn't really change. What you would be looking for there is flood zone X. The next thing we're going to talk about is flood losses. One of the biggest headaches compared to your traditional insurance policies is clue reports. Everybody I'm sure knows a clue report. You go to run a commercial or try to get loss runs. Imagine loss runs not being available at all. That's exactly really what it is with FEMA system and private flood insurance. FEMA only gives flood losses to the property owner, and they mail them to them once a year. They can send them a special request getting them, but they're the only ones that have that information available because of privacy laws. So that's one thing we've been pushing hard with the federal government of making these available, not just for the insurance agent, for the customer, but imagine going to buy a property in what's called a buyer beware state. This means they don't have to disclose their properties in a flood zone, and a property is flooded 6 times, and the customer can't get that information when buying a house. And then when it floods again, they get a letter from FEMA that they're in a severe repetitive loss, and the premium's going to $6,000. It would have been really nice to have been able to advise the client on that. So that's one of the handcuffs with FEMA. Now, unfortunately, private's not much better. Private flood insurance does not have a central database at all. So you could have a flood insurance claim with one carrier and go to the other one, and if the customer didn't tell you about a flood loss, and then they put it on there, and another claim happens, they may not be covered because there's no database there. So it's really, they're not helping each other by not having a database. It really would help everybody. But what these repetitive loss and these severe repetitive losses, you don't have a lot of them here in Michigan. But if you have an area that has had more than 3 flood losses or 4 flood losses or disaster assistance payments in a 10-year period, they go to this list. Well, if you write with a write your own carrier like an auto owners, a Wright Flood, National General, they will not insure these properties at all.